Hello and welcome everybody on this beautiful race day. Outside it's really dark, so it's perfect time for Zwift races, and we're back on another specialized Zwift race week. Today we're riding our RGB. It's almost the same. It's not almost, it's actually the same road that we did last week. And this time it's turned around. We're going on other direction. On our race line, on our start line, a little bit less than 200 riders today, although we have honorable mentions for today's races. Werner Vet, who's ex-Belgian time trial champion, so he has performed really well on previous Zwift races where he participates, so we could see some pretty good performance from him today. And also we have some new riders from Latvia and Lithuania also. Andreas Lill from Estonia. Last week he showed really good last 100 meters sprint when he took second position, outperforming a lot of riders who were fighting for the first place. So as always, you can feel free to use chat on platform you're watching this live to communicate with me, ask some questions, or maybe you want to highlight some rider and see how he is riding. Also, all information about the race, although it's delayed for 2 minutes, you can find in Zwift.lv. You have to have registered Zwift profile to connect it to Zwift Power, and you can see real-time data from the race with all the riders, their weight, hours, etc. etc. So like last week, this week is not different, so we don't have any major climbs or downhills. It's pretty flat race, and as you can see on this small chart, we have only one climb, but it's 4%, average 4%, and that's basically will be the pinnacle where most changes will take place. And the main goal here for the riders is to save as much power and stay in a group if you don't feel really confident, or get away from a group early on so you can hold your advantage. Although, as we all know in Zwift, it's actually pretty hard to sprint away solo, so you have to hope that someone will hang on with you and you can get away from someone else. Also, we can see already some riders are splitting off, and we have pretty huge tail behind us. Try to highlight it somehow, but the camera angle is not perfect. And so yeah, we were still like, it's not a problem, it's just reality what you have to take on. So since we're using category enforcement, then we're not able to divide women's category from all other categories. So for now, they're forced to race in A or C category, and everyone else who don't have category assigned by Zwift, they are forced to race in E category. So like last week and the week before, manually I will take out women's for overall standing. We can see someone's trying to get away. So this looks very interesting, 5-second gap. 400 plus watts per kilogram. Let's see what's happened here. So now we're looking on Zwift.lv, Zwift level 35. Mostly B and C category rider, and some races A category. And yeah, average usually is about 3 till 3.7 watts per kilogram. Rider from Estonia. So made a small debut, trying to get away from all the group. But if you want to get away from a group, you have to maintain, you have to sustain this power. And for most of his time, actually, to be honest, always when I'm looking at races like this and I see someone is just pushing out really hard and you don't have like really badged out with power profile, it looks really suspicious for me. But that's why we're using and asking for dual recordings if you want to verify some riders here, so no worries. And well, this season is getting just started in Baltic states, so more and more people join me to help sort out all the things what I don't notice. So we're working on it every day. So X6-inch from Latvia, also in the first peloton. The group is actually not so big. So let's see what's happening in a group. So first group, okay, I was lying about the size of the group. Group is almost 60 people, and the closest gap is 36 seconds from closest followers. Then we have two riders, Ansis Thompson and Ludwig Guatorn, just waiting for the group, which is 4 seconds behind them, to pick them up. But your first group sustains from any Latvian, Estonian, and some Lithuanian, two Lithuanian riders, Audris and Artūrs Kazakevičius from, I don't want to pronounce this wrong, but it will do Ričas Tautas, probably, probably not. I will hope someone will correct me. But as we can see, the race is going pretty steady. And also a reminder, we can see Benjamin Zwift. He's not using heart speed monitor for now, and I think it's pretty much irrelevant for him to get in overall points because he's participating in middle of season. But reminder for everybody who is participating: if you don't have connected Zwift power profile, you don't use beats per heart rate monitor, your score won't be validated and it won't count in overall standings. Where we're streaming on Facebook, and YouTube. For Facebook, it's Latvian Cycling Federation Facebook page, for Zwift Baltic, Specialized Latvia, and for YouTube, it's ZZK Shop YouTube channel. Edgar Extension chooses a new face, which I hadn't seen before in this series, so Zwift Power Profile 25. Actually, pretty good data. Looks like average power approximately 3.5 watts per kilogram. I've not participated in a lot of races, but results usually consistent. And today probably race will be approximately 30-ish minutes. So you can see Dana Rozlop also in a first group, holding on with the guys. We can see she have a pro jersey that she rides in the team, in the pro team. Or I don't think, like this jersey didn't mean she was in a pro team. It was something else. For pros, it was like black contour around it. So don't take my word for granted. But it looks like Dana Rozlopova from girls. She's in a first position. I will check. So yeah, Dana Rozlopova first position. Then we have Diana Spiridowska now in 60th position. Eva Uzana also really close to Diana Spiridowska, riding in the same group. Then we have Likelands, Patricia Rendingham, and Dagmar Rin. Oh, Elina Austrum also participating now in 90th place. Also fighting her way for points. We can see Huzana in the same group as Diana Spiridowska. It looks like a pretty big group. Also consists from about 20 to 30 riders. 8.9 kilometers in race, almost 9. And back to the first group, Martin Jürgensons, Latvia's national champion in esports cycling in group rides. So we have someone is trying to get away, or just to test the strength for the group. I was Darznex, I know you're watching and I'm waiting when you will start participating in races. Also a reminder for all riders who are participating, if you're watching this live or if you're re-watching it afterwards, pay close attention to results in Zwift.lv, because you may never know when we ask someone to do dual recording to verify the rider. So if you don't do that, you get disqualification from whole series. So pay close attention to it, please, and check the results when they're posted. You can see LV2 Max team is really pumping up their numbers and participating in the races, probably working out their strategy for future races. You can see a lot of them. That's also Salatins, one of the founders for this Zwift series in Latvia. He definitely made the biggest push for making these races happen. So now they're really closing for a climb. So like I said, like in last week, this climb will probably split up this group. Now this group contains from 40 riders and they're just falling off and off one by one, because for some people it's really tough to hold this tempo. And it looks really easy, but it's sometimes really hard if you get pushed out somehow or you don't step in the right rhythm, and it can happen really often. Then yeah, you can fall off from a group, but like I said, this small climb will split the group in even smaller portions and will definitely highlight the strongest riders who will definitely go and fight for a finish. We can already see Zwift going in front, so he's giving no chance for other riders. Sadly, I can't see his profile in Zwift power. Using already power up to maximize the attack on this climb, but we can see the group already attached onto him. You can see someone is rushing for the jersey. Artūrs Kazakevičius from Lithuania. And actually I was hoping, not hoping, but I thought they will split up a little bit more, but the face is just not there. It looks like there's no momentum, no high speeds, and they didn't stretch out as long as last week. There could be two options: either they're going slower or smarter. Two options. Yes, I'm talking a little bit less today because I'm not feeling so well. I'm feeling a little bit sick, so enthusiasm is still here, but I can't express myself as I usually do. So I hope I will get better on the next week. So I can be as enthusiastic as I always am. I was also thinking to make a Twitter profile for these races, and maybe there's some people watching this who want to use Twitter instead of commenting on Facebook or YouTube. So if you agree and you want that feature, just let me know. I think it could be much better for communicating and reaching out if you need something urgent, or you can always use Facebook message app. So the race should be 24.08 kilometers. Okay, and we can see already someone stretching out the group. They're trying to attack. This is the key moment. Either it happens here or it won't happen, because there's not so much time left. And I think if someone wanted to attack or was waiting for the right moment, this is the moment when to try and attack and get away from a group, because group is stretching out really long. And this is also, we can see there's two riders in front. Also one is trying, I think it's Vex, who's trying to step across to these two riders, and then followers group, and behind them is another group, and there's pretty big gap, and you have to decrease this gap if you want to hold on to them. And Vex is joining, and if he goes in front and walks a little bit, so maybe they could try to escape, but no, it doesn't look like it. The group's speed just dropped, but it was actually a pretty good attack. We could also consider that they were just checking out what's happening and what will happen when they will try to attack, and maybe prepare for the next attack. See, it's not Skulls, also 47th position here. Janis Mitchell's from Intervals.lv. It's also dropped off from a group. You can see 167 watts, so he's definitely pumped out. And this one is trying to just, Valk is just trying to get in a groove, get the grip, get the draft, but it looks like it's too far. It's 2-second gap and 4 seconds in front group, and yeah, we can see falling off one by one. Kazakevich is still holding in a group. Rosso, first time see this rider, and we are in sprint section. So there's two sprint sections. Valk is riding coma, yeah. It definitely looked like it. You gave it yourself. Gave it all yourself, and yeah, you just didn't cut it. Maybe a few seconds more But you never know. You never know. That's the struggle of cycling in a real world too. The same stuff. So Yori Selkma, Zwift level 40. He has done 54 A category races. And most of the races he's in the first 15, first 20. Has some wins. Average power looks approximately 4 watts per kilogram. So pretty strong rider. He had participated in specialized Zwift League stage 3 with finished in 11th position, and also for stage 2 in 25th position. So yeah, definitely also a good rider, definitely a category rider, but I don't know if the rider who could take the sprint and win the race. Like we have seen before, that most of the riders who win these races, they're pretty much quiet through whole race. They don't do any attacks, they don't attack all of a sudden. But we have also seen some examples from riders who are just doing that and eventually winning the race. I remember last year we had one race where I don't want to be wrong, but I think it was either Jürgensons or Reeboks who was just shooting out from a group 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and group was catching him, and on the 5th time when he did that, group wasn't catching him, and he used that to get away from a group and win the race. So that was actually really beautiful and well done, and it can happen on every race, but it happens really rarely. So more than 20 kilometers already in race. Remember that the finish should be on 24.08 kilometers. And when we see finish for a group, we will try to switch fast to see what's happening with girls. So for if the list is not wrong in Zwift, Power Dana Rozlapa is still in a first position. For ladies, Eva Uzan on 2nd position and Diana Spitgowska on 3rd. So that's something what has changed. They've been fighting each other for past races, and it looks like Uzana has more than 30 seconds on the handicap. She's in front. So we see some changes. The fight of the Titans in women's category still continues. That's good. So first group consists from 20 plus riders. 10 kilometers ago we had almost 60 riders in the group. Baltic representative in Latvian Cycling Federation about esports cycling. Also the owner of Alva2 Max esports cycling team. everybody popping out their power-ups on this little small climb, just not to lose advantage and not to lose the speed, and trying to keep themselves in a group. Let's see how it looks like from the top. It's really stretched out group. So passing riders from who are coming to the race. You can see this is like a very big spaghetti here. And I missed the finish. Did I? Yes, I did. Sadly. Sometimes it happens. Like I said, I'm sick today. You can fast try to catch down a Rosla pump. And I will snatch the data from Zwift power. I was so concentrated, so I don't click on riders who are coming from the stream who are in 60 or 50 place, so I don't switch off from them, and eventually lost the finish. So while we are watching Dana Rozlapa finish the race, so she's definitely in the first position. I will try to update the list for A group's finish and let you know unofficial results. So the results are here. They may still change. Oh, we can see the finish. Everyone's going to finish. Dana is trying to sit on a draft. So a nice finish for her. And let's check what's doing Diana or Ievozana in the big fight. So Ievozana at 23.8 kilometers, so 1 kilometer to finish. And she is made a pretty big gap, almost 1 minute against the Anspirdoska. So for women's, then Dana Rozlapa first place. If nothing happens, then Ievozana is second place, the Anspirdoska in third position. But if we look on A group's finish, which I sadly missed, I'm really sorry for it. So first place, Werner Wicks, which I mentioned in beginning of the race, ex-time trial champion from Belgium. Also riding in Wahoo Lico team for now, but for my understanding and as much as I know, he's not actively participating in any Zwift league with Zwift teams. So second position, Maxim Bastin, and third position, Andreas Lil in, if I'm correct. I will check. Last week, Andreas Lil was in third position. I will check it first. No, he won. Andreas Lil was in first position. So, like I said in result, we asked for Andreas Lil dual recording. If it won't be provided this race, so sadly he's disqualified from whole league. But that's a different story. So, fourth position, Sebastian Meekens. Also a rider from Belgium. Fifth position, Mikhail Semin. Sixth position, Artur Skazakevich from Lithuania. Seventh position, Martin Chirginsons from LV2 Max team. Eighth position, Kamil Denis. Ninth position, Kirchfeld, if it's how you pronounce it right. And 10th position, Narimantas Satkos. So today we have only one participant in first 10 places. I'm really happy about Lithuanian riders breaking their way in first 10, but like I said, Belgium rider won their race. For C group, Edgars Kursitis, Janis Michelis in second place, and Alfred Hansons on third position, Blooms on fifth, Skappers on sixth, 7 on Thompsons, 8th Robin Schadler, 9 Maris Korokevich, and on 10th position Oleksiy Olkov from Ukraine. So like I said, I feel a little bit sick today. All results I will try to publish as soon as possible, and I hope I will feel much better on next week. So see you next week on same time, same channels, and don't forget to hit the like button for this video. Thank you and see you next week.